Yo, what is really good, my dudes? Today is Monday, January 14th, 2019, and we got another RuneScape update for y'all. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, first off, there is no major game update this week. It's just a major patch week. We got a lot to cover. A lot of small fixes here and there to the mining and smithing rework we got last week, but also a bunch of other changes as well. So without any further ado, let's go have a look at those patch notes and see what has been changed. For the mining and smithing post-release changes, I'm just going to cover some of the more noticeable ones. You can quickly read them off as I go along, or follow the link in the description below if you want to read every single one by yourself, but let's go over the most notable ones. So the lava geyser duration has been reduced drastically, and your progress when mining will be reset correctly, specifically for those geysers. Spring cleaner disassemble mode now works correctly if you have no springs on it. You can once again make alchemical onyx necklaces. Make X for arrows is back down to 10 instead of 60. Luminite injectors have been fixed to give the correct amount of progress when activated, now working as intended. Fixed an issue where multiple liquid gold nymphs were spawning under certain conditions. Modified blacksmith helmet will no longer allow players to make extra bars while making masterwork alloy bars. All tiers of the quarry master aura have been doubled in their percentage chance to crit while mining. Stone spirits have a higher buy limit now of 25k at the Grand Exchange. Breaking down Torfa plate bodies and plate legs for trim masterwork armor now give you 5 and 3 Presulic essence respectively. Shooting stars are now re-enabled in the game. If you custom fit your trim masterwork set before augmenting them, you can now repair them at an anvil to 100% charge and then augment them using the invention table. Spears have been removed from drop tables and replaced with salvage. Spring cleaner will once again upgrade as it uses charges when high alching salvage. And an error that allowed masterwork to be repairable at an anvil was causing issues, so you can no longer repair it with an anvil. You must go to one of the repair NPCs or the armor stand in the player own house. With that being said, we're going to move on to other changes outside of the mining and smithing rework. So let's go ahead and see what we've got there. Player owned farm animals can no longer be obtained by Iron Man accounts by popping Falador party room balloons. The tree/master farmer outfits now correctly reduce the number of items required to pay protection costs when done via dialogue. All blue-right ranged weapons can now be keepsaked. Iron Man attempting to sell to an overstocked shop will no longer encounter a broken message. Retuning skilling portals in the Max Guild Garden to the same location will no longer cost GP for the second portal. Players can, if they wish, use empty buckets to gather buckets of slime at the pool of slime underneath the Ectofungus. However, players still do not require buckets to gather slime. You can no longer obtain more than one set of black ibis with the POH. You can access the Adventures interface while using a Monkey Gree. You're no longer required to have a Wicked Hood in your inventory if you want to redeem Wicked Hood teleport tokens. Compacted silver jewelry will no longer list its charges multiple times on the tooltip. Blood Essence Vial item charge tooltip now displays the correct charge percentage remaining at all times. Draken's Medallion can now be used to teleport out of the temple trekking minigame without consuming a charge. Extreme Sharpshooter Potion has its Herblore level requirement increased to 92, considering its ingredients are unobtainable until 92 Herblore. Swamp Snakes in the temple trekking minigame now give combat XP when defeated. The Agility Skill Cape perk now prevents failure on the Werewolf Agility Arena's Teeth Clenching Zipline. Quick chatting your active Slayer task while on Morbrand's special challenge will now state you're on a special challenge rather than needing a new task. Some incorrect blocking has been removed from in front of the Karambuan spot on Karamja. Attempting to teleport with the Waterfall teleport token will no longer delete the token if the teleport is unsuccessful. Sign of the Porter now correctly lists Muspa spines in the other section. The Compost Mound special now works correctly on all compost bins. Attempting to recolor a previewed pet now works correctly. Asylum Surgeon's Ring Imbued will now work with the Master Clue inside the Grand Library. If a player is killed by the mushroom in the Hellware fight, this would not be recognized as death at Hellware. This has now been resolved along with similar issues affecting the Twin Furies. Fixed an issue that was causing the minigame interface to appear over the world map when it opened with the minigame interface on screen. And they've added missing blocking to the Leaning Pillar to the south of Savanem Divination Colony. Moving on to some mobile changes. They've added a tap area to sets in the Grand Exchange. You can now tap on the icon under the Sets tab of the Grand Exchange to see the components of that set. Fix some issues with the text and the button layout in the Challenge Gem interface. Increase the font size of the XP tracker and drop log within the Rune Metrics interface. Fix some of the mini-game interfaces within the Circus, specific for the ones with the fire-based activities and the magic trick activity. Fix an issue that was causing the NXT and mobile clients to have an incorrect setting related to water reflections. Added an indicator on mobile when you're running the graphics auto setup. Fix the PC terminology issue in the error message when spamming a fishing spot. Added a tap area so users can see the tooltip that shows how many of each type of treasure hunter keys you have. Updated the interface builders on the Black Marketeer and the Trader inside the player-owned ports. As part of a general cleanup for the game health and preparation of mobile, they've removed any remaining references to the Gilmore games. Added info mode toggle for some information on the piano keys for the piano puzzle in the Rune Mysteries quest. Updated the observatory telescope interface to use a modern style frame. This fixed a bug where the interface did not have a close button and therefore was not able to be closed easily on mobile. Updated the Lumbridge task ring interface to use the modern interface builder style. Updated the makeover mage and the photo booth interfaces to use the modern builder style. Fixed an issue where sometimes PC users could see the mobile versions of the graphics setting interface. Updated Big Chinchompa interface. Updated the ports management interface, the ones used when you're monitoring your region and your scroll unlocks. And finally updated the Big Chinchompa reward shop to use the modern reward shop interface standard. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in the video will be down in the description below if you want to go ahead and check them out for yourself. Head on over there to do so. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I'm out. Peace.